1. Germany. Descendants of Ashkenaz. In the Bible, Germany is mentioned as the descendants of Ashkenaz, a region that was an important land of diverse peoples and cultures in the ancient world. Ashkenaz is introduced in Genesis 10 as the grandson of Japheth, the son of Noah, and it is believed that his descendants settled in the European region, particularly in Germany and Central Europe. Ashkenaz is also mentioned in Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 prophesies judgment against Babylon, predicting that the peoples associated with Ashkenaz would attack Babylon. During the Middle Ages, the German region developed into the center of the Holy Roman Empire, a vast empire where diverse peoples and cultures coexisted. This reflects how the descendants of Ashkenaz merged with various nations and cultures. Germany also became the center of the Reformation when Martin Luther posted his 95 Theses in Wittenberg in 1517, marking a significant turning point in Christian history. About 45 million people, approximately 54% of the population, believe in God in Germany, with Protestant and Catholic communities being almost equally represented. 2. Italy, center of the Roman Empire. In the Bible, Italy is depicted as the center of the ancient Roman Empire, which played a crucial role in the life of Jesus Christ and the birth and spread of early Christianity. By the time of Jesus' birth, the Roman Empire already dominated the entire Mediterranean region. In Luke 2, the Roman Emperor Augustus issues a decree for a census of the entire Roman world, which leads Joseph and Mary to Bethlehem in present-day Palestine, where Jesus is born. The Acts of the Apostles and the Pauline epistles frequently mention Rome as a significant backdrop. The Apostle Paul, being a Roman citizen, enjoyed many freedoms in his missionary activities. Before traveling to Rome, Paul exchanged several letters with the Roman Church. Acts 28 narrates Paul's journey to Rome under arrest. While in Rome, Paul was under house arrest for 2 years, during which he preached the gospel. Paul's stay in Rome was a crucial moment for the establishment of Christianity in the heart of the Roman Empire. However, the Roman Empire also became a stage for the persecution and martyrdom of Christians. During Emperor Nero's reign, many Christians were persecuted, and both apostles Peter and Paul were martyred during this time. Peter was crucified upside down in Rome, and Paul was beheaded. Modern Italy retains the legacy of the Roman Empire. Rome is now the center of the Catholic Church. Vatican City, located within Rome, serves as the heart of Catholic faith worldwide, housing the papacy and attracting numerous pilgrims annually. Approximately 80% of Italy's population is Catholic. 3. Egypt, cradle of ancient civilization. In the Bible, Egypt is depicted as a country with a rich history and deep spiritual significance. It is the cradle of ancient civilization and a place of significant turning points for the Israelites. Egypt appears in the story of Abraham. During a famine, Abraham took his family to Egypt, where God protected him. Egypt often served as a refuge during times of famine or crisis, indicating its status as a powerful kingdom at the time. The most well-known biblical story involving Egypt is that of Joseph. Sold into slavery by his brothers, Joseph gained the Pharaoh's favor through God's guidance. He became a prime minister of Egypt, saving the country from famine and bringing his family to prosper there. However, over time, the Israelites became enslaved in Egypt. The book of Exodus details their liberation from this oppression. After the Exodus, Egypt often became a subject of warnings to Israel. Prophets delivered messages of caution whenever Israel turned to Egypt for help instead of relying on God. Today, about 9.5 million people in Egypt believe in God, most of whom are part of the Coptic Orthodox Church, making up about 10% of the population. 4. Iran, Persian Empire. Iran is the successor of the ancient Persian Empire. The Persian Empire was established by Cyrus the Great around the 6th century BC. Cyrus is depicted as a significant figure in the Bible, particularly in Isaiah and 2 Chronicles, where he is described as God's chosen one who helped the Jews return from Babylonian captivity. The Book of Esther also features Persia prominently. Esther, as the Queen of Persia, plays a crucial role in saving the Jews from Haman's plot. She exhibits courage and wisdom to save her people. The Book of Daniel mentions the Persian Empire as well. Daniel served various kings from Babylon to Persia. His prophecies and dream interpretations foretell the rise and fall of several empires, including Persia, highlighting God's sovereignty and plan. Modern Iran retains the legacy of the Persian Empire but has undergone significant changes, especially after the Islamic Revolution, making it a complex country with religious and political intricacies. Approximately 500,000 people in Iran, about 6% of the population, believe in God. They mainly practice their faith in secret, with Armenian Orthodox, Assyrian Orthodox, and house churches being predominant. 5. Saudi Arabia, the land of Midian and Dedan. In the Bible, the region of Saudi Arabia is referred to as Midian and Dedan. Midian was the land of the descendants of Abraham's concubine Keturah, and these descendants settled in the northwestern part of present-day Saudi Arabia. Before the Exodus, Moses fled Egypt and went to Midian. Jethro, the priest of Midian, became his father-in-law when Moses married his daughter Zipporah. The famous incident of the burning bush where Moses encountered God also took place in Midian. Dedan is mentioned in Genesis 10 as a descendant of Ham. Additionally, in the books of Jeremiah and Ezekiel, Dedan is depicted as a center of trade and commerce. The merchants of Dedan were known for their wealth and influence. Approximately 3 million people, or about 8% of the population in Saudi Arabia, believe in God, mostly consisting of foreign workers. Most of them are Protestant or Catholic. 6. Lebanon, the land of Sidon and Tyre. In the Bible, the region of Lebanon is the homeland of Sidon and Tyre, two significant commercial centers on the ancient Canaanite coast. Sidon and Tyre were known for their flourishing maritime trade and powerful navy and are mentioned multiple times in the Bible. Sidon was a maritime power that traded various goods and cultures, while Tyre was a city spanning the island and coastline, boasting a formidable navy. During King Solomon's reign, a strong alliance formed between Israel and Hiram, the king of Tyre. Hiram provided the cedar wood and gold necessary for Solomon to build the temple in Jerusalem. However, Sidon and Tyre sometimes had antagonistic relations with Israel. Prophets like Jeremiah and Ezekiel strongly criticized the pride and idolatry of Tyre and Sidon. During Jesus' ministry, the region of Lebanon played a significant role. Jesus traveled to the areas of Tyre and Sidon and performed miracles there. According to the Gospels of Mark and Matthew, Jesus healed the daughter of a Canaanite woman in Sidon. Modern Lebanon is a country of diverse cultures and religions, with ancient ruins of Sidon and Tyre still present. Lebanon has the most active Christian community in the Middle East, with about 1.9 million Christians, making up approximately 32% of the population. 7. Iraq, the empires of Babylon and Assyria. In the Bible, Iraq is depicted as the center of ancient civilizations, holding the heritage of the Babylonian and Assyrian empires. The region of Iraq is the cradle of the ancient Mesopotamian civilization, serving as the stage for several significant biblical stories. Babylon holds a particularly important position in the Bible. The story of the Tower of Babel first appears in Genesis, where people attempted to build a tower reaching the heavens to make a name for themselves. However, God thwarted their efforts by confusing their language and scattering them, symbolizing human pride and God's sovereignty. The southern kingdom of Judah was conquered by Babylon, leading to the Babylonian exile, where many Jews were taken captive. Prophets like Jeremiah and Ezekiel were active during this period. The stories of Daniel and his 3 friends in Babylon demonstrate God's protection and guidance. The Assyrian Empire also plays a significant role in the Bible. Assyria conquered the northern kingdom of Israel and took many people captive, leading to the disappearance of the 10 northern tribes. Prophets like Isaiah and Hosea warned of Assyria's threat and called for Israel's repentance. Iraq, with its fertile lands between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, holds many ancient ruins. Iraq currently faces various political and social challenges, often interpreted in connection with its ancient history. About 300,000 people in Iraq, approximately 6.5% of the population, attend churches like the Syrian Orthodox Church, Chaldean Catholic Church, and Assyrian Church. However, this number is steadily decreasing. 8. Yemen, the remains of the Kingdom of Sheba. In the Bible, Yemen is referred to as the Kingdom of Sheba, a prosperous kingdom located in the southwestern Arabian Peninsula, known for trade and commerce. The Kingdom of Sheba is well known for its connection to King Solomon. According to the Bible, the Queen of Sheba visited Jerusalem to test Solomon's wisdom and wealth. She brought large quantities of spices, gold, and precious stones as gifts, and upon witnessing Solomon's wisdom and prosperity, she was greatly impressed. This story highlights the significance of Sheba as a major trading nation in the ancient world. Sheba is also mentioned in the prophetic books. Isaiah 60 prophesies that the people of Sheba will bring gold and incense and proclaim the praise of the Lord. Modern Yemen retains the heritage of the ancient kingdom of Sheba. However, Yemen today faces numerous challenges, including civil war, political instability, and economic difficulties, complicating the country's current situation. There are very few Christians in Yemen, and those who practice their faith do so secretly. So far, we have explored how Germany, Italy, Egypt, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, Iraq, and Yemen are mentioned in the Bible. In the next video, we will introduce how Jordan, Greece, the Gaza Strip, Syria, Turkey, Northern Europe, and some African countries are described in the Bible. Please subscribe and like our channel. Thank you.